Jack was planning to head home and get some rest after a long night at the casino, but then, something unexpected happened. A strange message appeared on his phone, telling him to bet everything. Since he had been losing all night anyway, Jack figured he had nothing left to lose, so, without hesitation, he gathered all his chips and pushed them forward in one bold move. Even the dealer was caught off guard, pausing and looking to the floor manager for guidance. Only after getting a nod from the manager did the game resume. The dealer confirmed Jack's total bet amount, gave him a polite wish of good luck, and began to deal the cards. Everyone nearby watched quietly as Jack focused on the table, hoping for a miracle. To everyone's surprise, Jack ended up with the best hand of the evening. His original $100,000 turned into a massive $1 million win. People nearby cheered for him, especially the women sitting close by. But this was just the beginning. Shortly after, Jack received another mysterious message. This time, it told him to go to slot machine number 13 in the building. When he got there, someone else was already playing on it. Then another message appeared. The machine would hit the jackpot on the third spin. Time was running out, so Jack offered the current player $100 to switch places, but Will declined, explaining that 13 was his wife's favorite number. As Will prepared for another spin, Jack raised his offer to $1,000. Tempted by the offer, Will stood up and took the deal, thinking he had made the most out of someone else's bad luck. What neither of them knew was that the outcome was about to surprise everyone. Nearby casino staff had been watching the exchange, puzzled by Jack's unusual behavior. Since slot machines rarely paid out big wins, they decided to keep an eye on him. Jack took a deep breath, pressed the button, and watched the reel spin. To everyone's shock, he hit the jackpot, winning $100,000 in an instant. Jack jumped up in celebration, while Will stood quietly, being comforted by his wife. Jack had just won again, this time thanks to a mysterious message. At that point, the casino's owner began to notice something strange. Though he didn't have proof, he observed Jack checking his phone before each major move. He quickly sent security to speak with Jack, warning him that phones weren't allowed while playing, and suggesting he leave if he needed to be on a call. But Jack wasn't ready to stop. He was determined to keep winning. He stepped out of the casino and immediately contacted a tech-savvy friend. Jack paid a large sum to get a discreet Bluetooth earpiece built just for him. He didn't care who was behind the messages, he only wanted more chances to win. By the following day, his friend had completed the setup after several custom adjustments. The moment Jack put in the earpiece, a message came through telling him to head back to the casino quickly. What Jack didn't know was that the casino owner had been monitoring security footage closely. As soon as Jack entered, another message directed him to a specific slot machine. Jack walked confidently toward it, while the owner spotted his actions and hurried to intervene. But Jack arrived at the machine first. He pressed the button calmly, and the machine began spinning. The reels landed on the lucky number 7. Jack had just hit the casino's biggest jackpot yet, $3 million. Cheers erupted across the floor, but before the celebration could settle, the casino owner rushed over, only to see Jack slipping out the side exit. But as soon as Jack stepped outside, a large man stopped him in his tracks. And that's where the story cuts off.